Welcome back everyone to Victoria 2 as the Roman Empire, and we are seeing some black flags. The Socialist Party in one of our states has recently begun undergoing a distinct metamorphosis under the influence of its young, charismatic leader. While the party still maintains several core tenets of socialism, such as the emphasis on the state's important societal role, it has also begun embracing an aggressive and bombastic form of radical nationalism. Black flags have begun waving from the Socialist Party headquarters in one of our states, and while still prefixed with proto, it is clear that what we are seeing is the formation of a radical new front in the state's politics: fascism. So we could, we can decide what we do with it now. An interesting development that we will make sure to keep an eye on, or let us see if we cannot diffuse some of this enthusiasm into a more palatable forms. Now, we are not reactionary. If we were Irene the Second, we would probably go with this one. But since we are not, particularly interested in that, we are likely to just check it out. The reactionaries are not exactly our faction. We're conservative, so we'll just keep an eye on it and we'll see what happens. Now, one thing I should mention is that we have a few, fascists in the upper house, if you could say so. It's 0.3%. There's like maybe one dude. So not really scary. Conservatives are at 22%, the liberals at 30%. So yeah, definitely have 52%. So definitely a majority here, which is interesting. We could suppress some of these movements. Don't think I will do that though. I will only suppress these kind of nationalistic movements. Probably the Castilian thing I will suppress as soon as I have a few more points left over. But yeah, we've pieced out with the war, and I basically just made sure that, Liège will be humiliated. And the Games are the third Olympiad. Athletes from around the world have gathered in that capital to compete in the Olympic Games. This is a great moment for our nation in the world stage. We gain plurality and prestige. We declare open the Games celebrating the third Olympiad of the modern era. Awesome. Very cool. Now, we'll decline that alliance. I don't really need that. And we'll just move on forward. We have anarcho-liberals rising up in Paris, but they already got crushed, which is actually kind of fun. Alright, yeah, let's just move on. Now, as for the current state of affairs, there's a few wars going on. Yeah, the United Baltic provinces are still fighting Germany. I'm not sure if they're making any progress. They are besieging provinces. I suppose, unless Germany gets military access somehow, which I can't see how, the United Baltic provinces are going to win this. Germany does not have... I mean, they might be able to send a fleet, build a fleet, and send that fleet over here. That is possible, but unlikely. So yeah, the United Baltic provinces are going to be successful in their war if they stay in it long enough. We've got to be careful here, because Holland's about to... Well, Brunswick is very interested in Holland, so definitely want to make sure that we are not losing that. And mixed economy has been discovered. Is there any more rebels that I may have missed? No, I don't think so. I'm currently building a few more forces. And wow, some of our athletes who competed in the Olympic Games have been victorious and returned home with medals of gold, silver, and bronze. Glory to the youth of our nation. That's just amazing. But yeah, as I said, we're currently building a new force of men. Actually, a few of them are already being built, as you can see here. Yeah. And there was an earthquake in San Francisco. Ooh, causing widespread devastation, loss of thousands of lives. Huh. Alright, well, it's not our lives, so I suppose it doesn't really matter to us all that much. But yeah, I will probably show you this army once it's done, and then I'll talk about what that army is and what it is supposed to do. But for now, I think there's not too much interesting going on, so I'll cut right back. Now, clearly, fascists are on the rise. This is the second upper house rearrangement that saw everyone fail but the fascists, or everyone lose influence but the fascists. So they were from 0.3, they went up to plus 3 point something, and now they're at almost 5%, which is already bringing them above the communists who have been around for much longer. So certainly interesting, but so far nothing that we should really worry about all that much. We have been called into a war by our ally Holland. They have gone to war with Varangian, or whatever that name is, over the North Island of New Zealand here. So obviously we joined in, and I'm using this opportunity to actually send our newly built army to help out here in Siam, because Siam has a few rebel problems. I don't think they're going to be able to deal with them on their own. Now, I'm sending my fleet which is actually taking a bit of attrition. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm sending my fleet over, and this new army that I'm bringing in is actually being created by someone in the comment section, Lucas Arid. He created the Spolumbus army, which is basically sort of a police army. I think that if I understand correctly, it's sort of a guard in a sense, but more for suppression. I think at least that's how I understood. If that's wrong, please remind me how it was exactly. But basically, I just decided to build a huge army of cuirassiers, because, you know, we're not really using them for anything else, but, you know, I thought it was nice. It's a fast army that is able to deal with rebel uprisings quickly. So the first kind of thing that they're going to do is defeat rebels here in Siam. And yeah, I think that's just kind of a nice first mission for them, and we will certainly destroy them here, and then I think we might actually move them to fight in this war as well. We'll have to see. We definitely need to defend our spheres, because Germany, Brunswick, Liège, they're really pushing to kick some of these guys out of our sphere. If we have a look, this is our influence right now. As you can see, a few things have changed. For example, the United Baltic provinces were actually successful in their war. They took Baltic Lietuva, or Lithuania, from the Germans. So that was impressive. The Germans have once again communist rebels, but others as well. And there are also anarcho-liberals in Novgorod. Now I wonder, does Novgorod have enough men to deal with this? Doesn't look like it, so I think I'm going to have to send a corps there to deal with it. This would be great for Spolumbus as well, but they're currently busy somewhere else, so I suppose we'll send our first legion. That's fine as well. Awesome. Yeah, we're not going to have to deal with any other people, so that's okay. I have at least tried to build some new naval bases, but they're not done yet. Okay, well, once they're done, we're going to be able to build some dreadnoughts. I could build a few more battleships, but I don't think it's necessary. We're not really threatened at sea, so I don't really see why, you know, that would be necessary. I will get my men back onto the boats, and we will send them over here to this province. Perhaps even siege their capital. Maybe even send them down here. Could be that they're... I might send them here just to deal with these enemies. Maybe that's a good idea as well. Yeah, we've got some more rebels. You get onto the boats. And... yeah, you know what? I'll just send you here. We are probably technologically advanced, so I shouldn't be too worried about, you know, us attacking them. And now, I think we're actually going to enforce the Imperial schools here. Yeah, giving us research bonus and assimilation rate. I think that is needed at this point, because a lot of our people are very unhappy because they're not accepted cultures. Now, we can check this out right now. We have roughly about 25% Italians, 20% Greeks, and then 5% Turkish. So our accepted cultures amount to about, you know, slightly more than 50% of our population, which means 50%, about half of our population, is of a non-accepted culture. And that is why they're so mad. This is actually the main reason why we have so many uprisings. But I don't feel like we're just gonna accept more people. It just doesn't... I mean, it does bother me having all of them rise up. I guess we could give them rights. I suppose. But yeah, whatever. I don't think I will do it now. As for slaves, we actually have less slaves. At least I think so. We had 150,000. Now we only have 126,000 slaves. So, you know, this doesn't really matter at all to our country, which I just thought I should mention. But yeah, so having more people convert to our accepted cultures is gonna help out with the militancy. At least I think so. Yeah, but yeah, once again we have Imperial Communists striking, so we'll deal with this, and once there's something more interesting happening, I'll be right back. Holland was successful in their war against, well, that Indonesian nation that I can't really pronounce, and they now control the entire North Island of New Zealand, which is really nice. They can actually portray their name now, so that's good for them. Yeah, other than that, we still fight our rebels. I'm not sure if those are... No, those are actually reactionaries now, no more communists, but it doesn't matter. We obviously have to smash them all, and so far things are looking good for sure. The only problem we have right now is a new call to arms. This time we're being called by two nations at once. Brunswick has declared a war on Belgium. Now, Belgium was always in my sphere, but for some reason, I lost it because, well, there was several people actually influencing my nations, and I just couldn't keep up. And at some point, we just got kicked out. And yeah, so now Belgium is under threat, despite the fact that they're allied to me. Brunswick decided to declare war, and I've been playing nicely. I've been following Brunswick in all of their wars, and I've let them conquer even Galway and so on and so forth. But this is the point where we need to stop. And I hate to do it because, once again, it will break the balance in Europe, and this could come back to haunt us, but I cannot accept Brunswick's alliance here. I will have to decline, and I will instead join Belgium in this war. Now, we have assumed leadership. That means I can call in some allies as well, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that. Definitely need Holland on my side here. I mean, we just helped them, so, you know, shouldn't be too difficult for them to join in. And I definitely want Pomerania and Poland in these wars as well. So let's go ahead, call you to arms. I know you're fighting various times, but Poland has grown significantly under our rule, so they should be grateful. Who else could I call in? I think I'm actually going to call in maybe the Razlets, because they can send over a few forces. The Warsabids, I haven't really called them in too many wars, but I kind of feel like they could help out right now. Mallorca will be called in as well, even though they're not too powerful, but they will join in immediately. And Castile, come on, have you join in too? Yeah, sure. In Marina, they are currently not in our sphere, because I don't know why, but I think that's fine. We'll not call them to arms. And then Holland already called. Maybe that's a bit far. Australia also isn't all too important. Okay, good. I think that will be enough. And I've already sent a few of our legions to the border with Belgium, and we'll see how that goes. I can't really commit too many forces because, as I said, we still have to fight these rebels. But once they're dealt with, I think we can easily send a few more men. But yeah, now all kinds of people want to ally us again. Yeah, that is to be expected. And our economy is looking fine. What I did, I lowered our education spending because I had a look at our research point right here, and it says that our clergymen provide 3.0 research points, but we have 4% of our population as clergy, and 2% is optimal. So I think we can definitely reduce that. We can probably reduce that even more. I just wanted to see if that is somehow affecting the research point directly. That doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll lower this as well to maybe 10%, just like we have with the administration. Well, it's actually at 5%, but that is a huge moneymaker if we reduce that there. So yeah, let's go ahead. Brunswick mobilized, and Warsabids went bankrupt. Yeah, that obviously isn't all too useful. But anyways, our forces need to move forward. And okay, yeah, we've got 60,000 men. We need to attack as quickly as possible to make some progress here. I'm thinking about sending these 60,000 immediately to destroy you. But we definitely need to wait for some backup as well. Otherwise, this could be incredibly terrible. We have the same amount of technology, I think. So that at least should be fine. Yeah, okay, so let's move on. And this battle isn't going too well. That's because we have less men. Okay. But with more men, wow, we're losing 3,000. Ooh. Wow. Holstein gave access to Brunswick. Interesting. This isn't going exactly well, this battle here. Huh. And who's this now? Kamchadels. I don't want you to join me. And they've already sieged the province. Wow, that is pretty impressive. Okay, we'll still win this, so that's okay. And then we have got another 60,000 men. You go to Ghent. And yeah, these 60,000, this is going to be a river crossing. But it doesn't really look all too bad. And we need to help out in Brussels. Yep. Help out. And I think these 30,000, I will send this legion probably to destroy. Yeah, these 17,000. Yep, because we've got enough men to do this already. So that's fine. And more attacks. It looks pretty good. I mean, Holland has been overrun. Pomerania seems to have some trouble. But yeah, Poland is making some good progress. Overall, that looks really good. And yeah, once our rebels are dealt with, I can send over a few more men as well. For example, you are capable to move forward. Okay, yeah, let's probably send you maybe here to help out Pomerania. That's probably a good thing to do. So yeah, let's move on. How are these battles going? We've got one person just healing up, or one army. That's okay. I see. Alright, we gotta help out here. definitely gonna help out here. And there's a naval battle going on as well. Oh, wow, this is a big deal. Emden has already fallen. Wow, they are certainly sieging quickly. That is for sure. Maybe Liège wants to attack them now. That would be a great time to do this right now. Okay, so we have seemingly destroyed these men, so let's go ahead and help out here as well. And we can add Emarina to a sphere, so let's go ahead and do that immediately. Whew, great. Okay, look at our sphere. We've got so many people compared to like others. Like the Inca are the second biggest. And then the United Kingdom and Liège have 3 people in that sphere. And then there's 4 great powers with no sphere whatsoever. That is, I don't know, that's kind of funny to me. Anyway, so, how's it looking? We are still fighting a battle. And those are rebel occupations, I'm pretty sure about that, actually. So that's nice. But they are being dealt with at this very moment. And you are dealing with those. Okay. Now, it's probably time, yeah, to send over a few more men. Poland's doing a really good job. Pomerania, oh, this is Brunswick. Pomerania does have a few men as well. Alright, we'll probably send 2 forces here, so we'll have 2 legions to attack from that side. And you still need to deal with the rebels. Okay. I could send a few more men. We need to build an engineer. I think that might even be done over here. Okay, good. So, don't think I will engage the navy. That's just not really worth it, to be honest. Yeah, so we'll just fight the land battle. I think these forces might even be enough. How many men do we have? 100. Could add a war goal immediately. Acquire provinces. Liberate a country. Saxony. 100 war score. Okay, that might be a bit much. Free the people. Galray. Don't know if I really want to do that again. I don't think so, really. How's the war going? 5% in favor of us, obviously. Okay. Let's see this battle go. Looks really good. I will send you here, but I will have to have you and you heal up. Yeah. And the rest, 80,000 men, should be able to destroy them. Wow, they are relentless. They continue to siege immediately, or as soon as I move my forces away. Alright. Yeah, I don't want your alliances. Thank you very much, though. Nice try. Okay, so how's it going over here? We have met a few troops. Okay, I guess you could maybe even attack here. Poland is really going to be helping us a lot. If we kill them in the west, and then our allies can push in from the east, that would be ideal. But wow, Brunswick does have a lot of forces. That is for sure. Whew. Okay, this is going to be a lot of battling going on for now. Not much sieging on my part because they just have so many forces that we have to kill before we can do anything. Alright, so we're going to be fighting a little bit more, and I'll cut back as soon as we have made some significant progress. The wars continue, or I guess the battles, I should say. It's just amazing how many men Brunswick can field by mobilizing. Obviously, I haven't mobilized. This is something that I haven't done in a while, and I don't want to do it. I think we can win even without doing it, so it's always kind of a reserve that we have. But obviously, it negatively impacts your nation. So for now, I'm fighting basically just with our regular forces. I just called in a few more men. Or a few more of our sphere partners. I'll tell you why in a second, but for now I want to look for my fleet, because we have finished our first dreadnoughts. We have 2 dreadnoughts, we have 5 battleships, then we've got some ironclads, some monitors, and commerce raiders, which is still the bulk of our force. And they're being sent over here to Doggerbank to finally deal with the with Brunswick. We're gonna have to cut them off just because their navy is a little bit frustrating to deal with. So we'll quickly establish a blockade there, just so that it makes it more difficult for them to, it makes it faster for them to gain war exhaustion. That's the plan. They had somewhere close to 200 brigades, so we already destroyed some 30 of them, probably even more than that. But they're still just pushing in troops. As you can see, our front line hasn't really changed. We've pushed into their lands a little bit here, but they're still besieging Pomerania, and they're still far pushed into Holland and Belgium even. So that's just the way it is. And the reason I called in all of our other sphere partners is because I won't really be able to get that much out of the war, because my infamy is still prohibiting me from really getting anything. However, I want to at least call in all of my field partners, because this way they're at least safe from Brunswick's influence. And, you know, that's something, right? That's something. Okay, now, everyone except, yeah, maybe you and you three, you go ahead and attack. I think that's probably the best thing we can do at the moment. Yep, and no one is attacking us here. I've basically shipped over our entire army. I think... Where's my transport navy? Okay, they're bringing over another 30,000 men. That should be fine. Yeah, and of course we have the Karites in. Everyone is coming. So, I mean, that we're winning is certain. It's just that it actually does take quite a lot of effort. And yeah, I don't know. I've just defeated them all, and there's all kinds of forces again. All right, we'll just have to continue to fight them. I don't know. This is incredible. I will not accept Ojoe's offer. One thing I must say is that our economy is doing so much better now, because we're not really spending that much on education, and so yeah, this is really, really cool. Let me quickly see our our influence. Well, our research points have not been influenced negatively, so you know, that's actually really cool. What I will do is I'll actually reduce the taxes. Not sure if that was quite. That's probably too much. Yeah, that may have been a little bit too much. Okay, let's get that up to maybe 14. Yeah, so that we're still making a little bit of money. And we'll see how... Yeah, wow, that drops significantly. But we have 2 million saved up, so that's okay. We are able to do this. Anyway, we've got one holding back, and then we've got our people reinforcing quickly. I have the feeling that if I send them to my own lands, they reinforce quicker. And there is a big naval battle going on. We might actually lose an ironclad here, which would suck. So I hope that doesn't happen. We'll have to see. And then, yeah, you are just all being attacked. Good. So, you've been destroyed. Oh my god. The Razalos are now moving in as well. Wow, they've got so many men. Well, yeah, we've got another 40 that I will probably send to deal with this army right there. There is United Baltic Provinces coming. Yeah, we've just got so many allies. It's great to see. That's great to see. Okay, and you 30 men, I don't even know where to put you. But I'll likely just have you move to the Belgian capital. That is fine. Okay, we won the Battle of Doggerbank. And I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually kind of interested in not losing my ship. So I'll let them heal up a little bit. And only once they're fully healed up, we'll establish blockades. Now, we can go for a peace here. Poland wants to acquire Saxony right here, which I really don't want to give them, because that would look, first of all, very terrible. And I think Poland is good the way they are right now. They're strong secondary power. I don't want them to be even more powerful, because then, you know, what happens is we no longer have them as sphere, and they become a great power. That's something we don't want either. So I do definitely want to have Brunswick as a great power. I just want to be able to control them. And yeah, this battle is going too well. Wow, why do they have so many men? This is incredible. But we're still killing more than they kill, so that's good, I suppose. And once you've... Oh, we've got 60 men here. Things are being unsieged. Very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, so I will probably start a counter siege as well. You can go here, and you can go here, and I will have you here. Perfect. And that should be good. We'll let you heal up a little bit longer. And, okay, so our sieges are going well. Wow, 114 men. Okay, this battle isn't going particularly good. Maybe Novgorod's going to help out. That would be ideal. And other than that, we're slowly but surely cutting them down. Okay, yeah, let's help out. That should turn the tide. And then we'll help out in this battle as well. Okay, they have been destroyed here. Nice. Enemy forces are killed. I think, yeah, it's time that we fully commit and push in. Yeah, you are ready to destroy. And I think you will be sent over here as well. And then that will be the end of Brunswick's forces. Okay, so, we could peace out anytime soon. Or anytime we want, really. I could add some war goals, as I said. I can't really do it because of our infamy. So I think what I will do, I will simply occupy them all and or occupy them entirely and just have them occupied for a while, and then maybe there's something I can do, perhaps not, it doesn't really matter, but at least so that all of their forces are destroyed and that, well, their industry suffers. That is the plan. But that was it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.